Hey, what's up? I'm Gil, and these are my top 10 trends of the week. Don't forget to subscribe. 10. This week, Samsung recalls its Galaxy Note 7 phone. And that's crazy because it's actually the replacement to the original recall of the Galaxy Note 7 phone. So Samsung's saying, we're not even going to produce this phone anymore. If you have this phone, shut it down. Because we really don't know why this phone is internally combusting. Like, these phones are legitimately just catching on fire and no one knows why. FAA is saying if you have this phone, you can't bring it on the plane. I'm just gonna stick with the iPhone. Number 9, America crowned a new queen. Alaska won RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 2. And if you've never watched this show, I believe it's a perfect combination of America's Next Top Model with Project Runway with The Voice, just like wrapped up in one in this frenetic sort of e-pill rush. It's great. So Alaska, you were head and heels above the rest. Snatch Game, when you played Mae West, I don't even know who Mae West was, but you delivered. And I mean, you totally deserve to win. So congratulations, or congratulations? Number 8, President Barack Obama has really tried to make his lasting legacy last. He said that we're going to go to Mars by 2030. He's really making sure that Hillary gets elected so Obamacare stays. But more importantly, he has eased relations even further with Cuba in an effort to make sure that we have Cuban rum and Cuban cigars available for everybody. Now that's a type of policy that benefits all Americans. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. 7. So this week, Tommy Ford passed away. If you watched the hit show Martin like I did growing up, you've always loved it. Gina, Martin, Tommy, Cole, Pam with the buckshots. I mean, literally jokes through and through. I remember when Tommy would say to Cole, you stupid. Or when the whole class would say to Tommy, you ain't got no job. It sucks, right? Like when you think about someone that was essentially part of how you grew up, no longer being here. Year after year, they always talk about doing a Martin reunion. And I know if they ever do one, it won't be the same because Tommy's not there. Tommy, thanks so much for the laughs and the memories. You'll be missed. 6. Insecure debuts on HBO. This show stars Issa Rae. And if you don't know who Issa Rae is, she created this web series called The Awkward Black Girl. And it was all about this black girl who just couldn't figure out life. Like she was stuck in situations and scenarios where she just didn't fit in. And Issa had the brilliant idea to take this character and bring it to television. And it is brilliant. Sort of like the cross between Girls and Sex in the City, but without the sex. Kind of like No Sex in the Inner City. Brilliant show. I can't wait for next week's episode. Number 5, Colin Kaepernick versus Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The notorious RBG was on the Katie Couric show and was asked about the NFL protests with Colin Kaepernick and what she thought. And she said that it was disrespectful and dumb. Truthfully, I was disappointed. Normally, RBG is on our side. She's the oldest member of the Supreme Court Justice, and she's always the voice of reason, and you just know that when she says something, it's law. So the fact that she said that it was dumb really hurt because protests should not be easy. It's not comfortable. It's supposed to agitate you. That's why it drives the conversation. The next day, she kind of pulled it back and said that she didn't have the proper context to answer the question in the first place, so she shouldn't have answered it. So I think I'm going to give RBG the benefit of the doubt because she's still our girl. 4, Elizabeth Warren won. John Stump, the embattled CEO of Wells Fargo, decided to finally step down after immense pressure, especially from Elizabeth Warren. And if you don't know the story, Wells Fargo defrauded millions of Americans by setting up thousands of fraudulent accounts. Crazy. And now he's leaving in shame. And wait, and with $130 million. Damn, I'll take that type of shame. 3, Michelle Obama gave what I would consider the most important speech this entire election cycle. It was a raw, personal, passionate. shaky voiced attack against Donald Trump. And you can see that she took it personally. Like his words were directly about her and about her daughters and about every woman in America. Unfortunately, you see many people minimizing his statements and just calling it locker room banter. And as a society, we need to lift women up because they are more than just their bodies and their appearance. They are their thoughts, their actions. We can't let misogyny win. I don't know about you, but I'm voting for Michelle Obama 2020. 2, the presidential debate, round 2, celebrity deathmatch. As worse as the first one. But what really stuck out to me was when Donald Trump talks about the African American community, and he always talks about them as living with criminality in the inner city. Donald Trump, we're not a monolith. If you watch the Ava DuVernay's 13 documentary on Netflix that also came out this week, you would see that this is a tactic that was started since slavery and continues to today. It's this continuous subjugation of African Americans, considering them predisposed to violence. If you don't learn from history's lessons, you're doomed to repeat it. Number 1. So the biggest story of this week was obviously Donald Trump and his binders full of women accusers. So after denying that he would ever mistreat women on the debate stage, what you had was woman after woman coming out and saying that Donald Trump had inappropriate touching or some sort of sexually predatory behavior. His big defense was to say that they were Hillary supporters, but they didn't make up lies because they were Hillary supporters. They are Hillary supporters because you're a creep, allegedly. Comments, questions? Make sure you drop them below. And we'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe.